Welcome to part 4 of Kundalini, Balancing Kundalini. Please do watch the rest of them. And so to recap, we were talking about the kind of things that can happen when you're out of balance and why you may be out of balance. Being out of balance or imbalanced is that you're just not having the kind of experience that you would expect from this. Not just that, but you seem to be experiencing contractions rather than expanded states, right? And even when you are, you don't feel like you're quite there, right? And it may be sometimes that you feel like you're going out of your head, or you might feel so ungrounded and things don't make sense to you, you are a bit lost, it's just not coming together, right? Now, how do we restore these imbalances? How we restore the imbalances is to go back to basics. We go back to this vehicle of ours, right? When we go back to this vehicle of ours, one, we strengthen it. So we strengthen our nervous system. We go through various postures, various kriyas, which is a posture with intent, that is active, that is geared towards a particular result. You go into meditation, you use your breath, a lot of breathing, a lot of stretching, a lot of care for your body. So you may need adaptogens. For example, you could take something like ashwagandha, right? So you look for things that are going to help your body on a very physical level. As we are doing this on an etheric level, so on an energetic level, right? What is going to help you figure it out? What? Meditation. Not, you can do guided meditations and you can sort of sit and have certain chanting and all of that. But when your Kundalini is out of balance, rather than do that, right? We need to basically get all systems go again. So we've got to repair this nervous system. It's the nervous system which generally tends to fail, and that's what is causing a lot of the imbalance. But what's causing the nervous system to have that imbalance is when our energetic body is out of whack. The energetic body comes out of whack when we have resistance, rigidity, right? And sometimes it is not even that you're purposefully trying to resist, or you are really looking for some answers somewhere that, okay, yes, I know I've got work to do. Want to do my healing. You try to look for something or the other. And sometimes you just don't have the energy to go and look for these things, right? And not just the energy, right? You simply don't even know. But so for some of you, it's not a case of, oh, okay, I don't want to do anything about it, but it's a case of, yeah, okay, I want to. But how do I even get myself to take that step, right? So one thing that happens during these imbalances, so some of you will experience involuntary astral travel, involuntary being out of your body experiences. And in fact, even when you might witness other portals, you might end up seeing across dimensions, you might see other things that you maybe not want to see, right? For some of you, you may not particularly want to have a chat with the spirit, right? You might start seeing these things. And now as this experience gets, it gets deeper, it's scary for some of you. Now, that Kundalini energy, what happens is, now as it's going, imagine that you're skydiving, but not thrill seeking here, but you're sort of like, you're just going to fall, like, you know that feeling? That's that kind of feeling. And what do? We freeze. I don't want to go, right? I don't want to go any further. So that fear of the unknown sometimes creates that imbalance, so that a lot of us will say, please come and shut this thing down, right? And this is when we say that be careful what you wish for, be careful what you are really going after, because if you really are having a genuine Kundalini awakening, then it's not a walk in the park, right? Because any not wrong move, but any slight imbalance here and there can really, really trigger a lot of things inside of us. Aside the healing that is constantly taking place, the fear, right? So I'm going to share one experience I had with this myself. Now, there was an idol in front of me of Shirdi Sai Baba. So there's a story behind this as well, which I will share at some point. Anyway, so I sat in front of the idol and I said, I just wish this idol was really real and that I could just talk to you in person. I mean, this was a very long time ago. And as I approached the idol, literally felt that my fingers or my hands were actually going into this idol, and I could feel that, oh God, this is all animated all of a sudden. And this was when I was very, very, very new, not even new, but it actually pushed, I went back and I thought, how could this happen? This came alive, though it was whom I was devoted to, right? Though it was someone I love, yet, right? It's like experiencing somebody rising after they die. Now, some of these experiences with Kundalini can be pretty scary, and when it's out of balance, sometimes it is not at our cutting edge of the encased spirit, or let's say soul, let's call it soul, for example, right? So you may have tipped a little bit beyond what you can handle, right? It could be handled wisdom wise. Are we mature and ripe for that right now, right? There are various planes to this, folks, right? And because of that, there will be one part of you that's saying, hang on, I can't go any further. I'm not going any further. And remember, these are things that you're probably not even aware of. We don't even know that we're having this inner dialogue. And then there's a part of you that sort of wants to go with whatever is happening. We have this subtle astral and causal bodies, right? You will not want to go, some of us. And because of that, now, the way it is playing out, right, physically, the way it is affecting us will be that it is not in balance. So it is not behaving as it would if it was just smooth sailing, right? Which is why a lot of people that you may not have even heard of, right, there are people who literally got to a particular point and could not go beyond, or got to a particular point and couldn't go back down again. So we all got stuck in certain imbalances, and there are certain imbalanced states where we choose to be at, right? And we choose that, no, I want to be at this state. I don't want to go back down again, right? And you'll find that with that, the moment you try to come back down again, all systems will crash again, because you went straight up without balancing the bottom. That is, as long as it wasn't something that you had already worked on. Now, again, folks, I know we we are trying to get to this. So keep with me, keep up with me. It's a very long series. There is a lot to cover over here. Stay tuned for the next part. Lots of love.